Exactly, dude. Oh my God.
Sean, hey Sean, what's up with the glass?
Dude, you know we're live, right?
Are we sweet?
Yeah.
That was a good opening right
though.
there. Not so Cooltoads now. I'm on somebody else's channel.
Let's take this channel down.
Dude, I told the Texas auction picker last night, don't go dancing naked in front of the camera. I don't want to get banned.
Did he know he was live when he was playing all those games at the end?
Yeah, you
Sean, hey Sean, what's up with the glass?
All right, we're live. Let him start his show.
We're already live.
Good opening. Not so Cooltoads now. I'm on somebody else's channel.
Yeah, you still hold it.
Oops, is that me on there? No.
He's still mad about last night's
Somebody else. Texas auction picker last night. Don't go dancing naked in front of my. Hey, somebody turn that shit off.
Yeah, somebody's reverbing.
Did he know he was live when he was playing all those games at the end?
All right, you guys ready?
Dude,
What
one
a
monkey
dope
voice is enough.
This is the Crash and Burn Network.
Are we good? Are we good?
Yeah, man.
All right, this is Kevin from
Chilling.
Thrifting Lounge, and we're gonna do a Q&A session tonight. We're with Goldenfingerpicker,
Hi.
Justinstarcher,
Hello.
Hartspickers,
That's what he did last time.
Alex A,
Aki?
and Cooltoads.
What up?
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have. At first, we're gonna introduce ourselves. I'm Kevin. I run a little group called Thrifting Lounge, and I started selling about back in August. And so, yep. Go ahead, next person.
Come on, Ronnie. You're next in line there.
Oh, I don't know which way we're going.
It
Okay,
depends on
I'm
what-
Ronnie. I'm from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I sell on eBay. I'm a drug addict. No, just kidding.
Oh, Ronnie.
All
You
my
can find me on
profit goes up my
YouTube at Hart's Motor
nose.
Company. Hey, somebody left. Who left?
I was told.
He got
Sayonara.
booted again, man.
He's gone.
Another one bites the dust.
All right.
Dun.
Justin Starcher, introduce yourself, man.
Yes, sir. Justinstarcher from Williamsburg, Virginia. Been doing this kind of, part-time, off and on, probably for about a year. Mostly on eBay. Dabbled a little bit on Amazon, a little merchant fulfilled, but not a whole lot there. But mostly on eBay. Pretty much that's it.
What about you, Alex?
Well, my name's Alex. My YouTube channel is Alex A. I've been selling for about like 3 years now. I used to live in Massachusetts, but I recently, about 2 weeks ago, moved to Las Vegas. Now I'm full-time here in Las Vegas and sell on eBay, Amazon, sometimes a little bit Craigslist, but mainly eBay, Amazon.
And, of course, we're going to bless the Goldenfingerpicker. Your turn, man.
I'm Chad. I'm the Goldenfingerpicker. And
Who is that?
This is the Florida Picking Queen. You get her backside. That's Kim, the Florida Picking Queen. We're from.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, we're down in the Panhandle of Florida in the Destin area. We've been down here about 6 months. We're originally from Indiana. We've been buying and reselling for probably 20 years now, but we've been doing eBay for several years and pretty new to YouTube, so
20
we're
years?
trying to make it work.
Do you have a YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel?
Goldenfingerpicker,
Okay, I'll have to look into that.
spelled as it sounds.
Do you have
How do you
any-
spell golden?
Golden, Golden. And if you want to know why I have that name, it's because everything I touch, it turns to gold.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's a good one. That took me like 3 years to come up with that name.
Why are
So,
you yelling?
Well, that's worrisome.
because they can't hear me.
Yes, they can hear
Am I not? Oh, I don't see my thing right here.
Sean, you're up.
Yeah, buddy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
see you and hear you. You
Yeah.
look like Stevie Wonder's white brother.
I'm his cousin. Yeah. I'm Cooltoads. You can find me by typing in Cooltoads, searching. Do a Toadcast every Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Be there, be square. Some of these guys are on there. We had an 8-hour marathon last night. You know, pretty fun. I've been a picker for a year and a half-ish, maybe a little more. Seriously. I started about 2 years ago, but I didn't know nothing. Now I know a little bit more. But yeah, I'm actually the epitome of do as they say, not as they do.
Dude, you're so different in other people's rooms, and you're like so quiet in your own.
Oh my god.
Because he doesn't want to wreck his own, man. He don't care about anything else.
This is, what is it, Sybil? Like different personalities? Holy cow! It's like, do we know this guy?
I'm extra tired, so that might be why.
Oh,
My other personality's coming out.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
Alright.
So let's go through who went picking this, or went thrifting or garage selling this weekend.
I haven't picked. I picked my nose. Found a gold nugget.
Are you asking somebody in particular? Because when you just throw out a statement, man, you're gonna get crickets.
Anybody that wants to ask first.
Just go from one side of the screen to the other.
Exactly.
There you go. You're first, Ron.
Oh, am I? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I went to yard sale and I found a few different cool, interesting things this weekend. I found I don't know where it is. It's a DSS belt. It's like this chiropractic belt thing, brand new, paid $8. Should probably sell like $200 to $300. Found
Hey,
40.
Ronnie, here's my
Yo.
cat.
Oh, fuck your cat, man.
Hey,
Throw
now.
that in a bag and throw it in the river, dude. I'll tell you right now.
Thank you for the subscription, Vicky.
Yeah, now. All right,
I'm
go
just
ahead.
kidding. I hope people understand. I'm a little sarcastic. Found some Legos. Found like 40 pounds of Legos for a few dollars, for like $20. Found a nice old vintage Sam Sui vintage receiver today. So
Right on. That's up my
we
alley.
can keep going. We have a list. We have a amp, you know, Marshall amp, 45 watts. What else I got? Some telephones. Yeah, we got a bunch of things. I'll put a haul video up in the next day or two if you watch my channel.
I don't know how long this will go.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did that.
Usually like once a week I put a video up. Now.
Yeah. What about you, Golden? Dressing cat?
Oh, me?
Yeah, I know you're dying to tell us.
Oh,
Oh, we've just been. We try to get out every day.
you went today.
Yeah, we did. We started out, it was raining, and we're like, we're not going to do it. I'm just going to work all day. And then finally it stopped, and Kim said, let's go. She like drugged me out of the house, and we went to a couple yard sales this morning, and I posted in your group there the Ralph Lauren Big Pony, and I'm talking big pony, gold, embroidered on the sleeves, and awesome find. She got it for $4. Do what, honey? New with tags, yes. And what else did we get this week? I got a whole huge lot of airsoft. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was a cool picture.
Airsoft guns, and I really don't know a lot about them, but I think I did pretty good.
Send them to me. I'll tell you about them.
How about somebody buy them off? Because I sell the real stuff, and I kind of don't want people thinking that I dabble in the fake stuff, because I sell the real Knights armament stuff. And this is all like reproduction, I guess, but it's real high quality stuff. It's all metal and everything else. But found a really awesome, we just put it in our haul video for the Florida Picking Queen, that an Indiana jacket. I mean, an old school Indiana jacket, and it is awesome, in excellent shape with fleece on the interior, and We're just always picking up stuff. Go to our channel and watch our videos. We put haul videos up all the time. Next.
What about you, Justin?
I didn't go out today. I usually go to the my daughter and I, we usually tackle a couple of thrift stores on Saturday, but we kind of just hung around today because I had to go to work. So I took her to her grandparents, but we really didn't do a whole lot. I sold a couple things today, but we didn't go out and do any yard selling or thrift stores or anything like that.
What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I went out today. I went. The garage sales were pretty shitty. I didn't really find much, but I had to go to an outlet and I got like 110 pounds of shit. So all different kinds of stuff. You know, you just throw that stuff inside the carriage and forget about it, and then go and get here. But I started favors, and I got 2 Harris Tweed blazers. I got the full Rock Band set, Rock Band Beetle set. I got the whole set.
Was it in a box?
No, I wasn't in the box, but I usually sell the regular Rock Band for 100 to 130 plus shipping, the whole set. So the Beatles ones bring a little, hoping for about 130, 150 around there.
Wow.
Yeah, I love selling the Rock Band stuff and the Guitar Heroes. They're really quick and easy to flip.
Oh yeah, I got a ton of them right now. I probably got like 20 guitars.
Woo.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick on the guitar, on the PS2 Guitar Hero one. Is that worth anything? Because I've run into that so many times.
PS2s, I leave them. PS3 Rock Band ones, I leave them too. Unless they have the dangle. That dangle. The PS3 Guitar Hero ones, I pick those up because they'll sell on Amazon. I saw one the other day without the dangle for $40.
So the PS2 Guitar Hero one in the box, leave it alone.
The PS2, I never pick up brand new. I don't know about brand new. I've never found brand new. But if they use the PS2, I don't pick them up. The PS2,
Okay.
They don't bring much money. But the Xbox 3, to me, Xbox 360 is the best ones. You don't need the dangles. Those connect wirelessly. You know, they're all wirelessly connect with the Xbox. But the PS3 and the Wii ones, you need a little dangle thing, like a little box with a USB.
You need a dingleberry.
The dongle.
Shake a boot.
Dongle, dangle.
The dangle.
Dingleberry.
Those things alone will get you like $40 if you could find them.
$40 for that thing?
I've sold them for $45 on Amazon. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Man. And so you got a couple Harris Tweeds?
Yeah, I got a copy of Thrifting Lounge. I got 2. Yeah.
I love those cylinders, man.
Same. They're both like they're around the same size. They don't have a size tag, but I measure them. They're about the same. So I think the same guy put them both.
Yeah, I usually, in case if anybody out there doesn't know this, and if it doesn't show you a size tag in the blazer or sport coat, measure it from like chest to chest and double that, and then like say if it's a 40 size chest, then just minus it 2, so it'd be like a 38 would be the either regular or long.
Yeah, I'm like, all your moves are towards the head, and I was like, it was looking
I
shit.
believe we have
In my head, and she's like, yeah, man.
yeah.
Crickets.
Dude,
I'll call your ass out on that, man.
yo, Rakin's in the house.
Ooh.
Hey, don't leave Ronnie alone.
Don't leave
Hey,
what?
Reagan just had a birthday. Be nice to him. He's getting old.
Don't leave Ronnie alone with your cat.
I get it now. No chance on that.
Come on, Reagan. Don't
Dude.
start. I'm the one live.
All right, Infinity Profit says they're new to selling. They were roughly about 100 items listed, in which I have reached my listing limit. Will this reset at 12 a.m. or will I have to cancel some other my listings to list the new inventory? I think you should call them up. In my experience, I would call them up, and you can see that you're consistently selling or listing a lot of items. I'll keep up, whether it's your money limit or listing limit. I don't know if you have had problems with that in the past?
Yeah, I had another account that I made just for clothing, and I went through the listing limits. But the problem is, if you're listing in the same category, you have category limits and you have item limits, like certain item limits. The actual category limit, they will not raise. When I called and tried to raise my category on clothing, they wouldn't allow it. But if you list a bunch of different stuff, if you call, most of the time they do raise the limit. But if you're selling one particular item, like I was selling clothing, and I think I could only post like 10 or 15 items at once in the clothing section first 3 months or something like that. I don't know how it works.
They're really restricting the new users, aren't they? They didn't do that shit back in the day.
You don't know?
I had to go through all that stuff, so I mean,
Really?
it is what it is. I mean, you know.
I didn't have to. The other one,
I mean, I was on there for a little while, and then all of a sudden it just like clicked, like it goes, you have to, you know, it just came out of nowhere when I started selling in clothing. Like I could list any other category as much as I wanted to, but not clothing.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people in my group are having the same problem. I mean, people that like they list a lot on Amazon that they just cannot get into to clothing. I don't know.
Amazon here to get like permission or something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's restricted. But I think you got another question. Yeah, this guy follows me a lot in our Thrifting Lounge group. Sam, he wrote, how many times per week do you guys go out picking, and how many items do you list per week? How about you, Goldenfinger?
You need to get out every day if you can. I mean, it's as much as you can. And Ronnie was making a point last night when we were all talking. When we're not doing it, if we're full-time and we're not going out every day, we're being lazy. There's no reason why we shouldn't be out there every day, and we shouldn't be listing something every day. That's just how it is. And if you want to be efficient and you want to be successful at doing this full-time, you need to be going out every day and working just as though you had a full-time job. I mean, that's how it is. Until you make so much money you don't know what to do with it, then you can take a break. No, you need to really work it. If you can be out every day, be out every day.
Me and my brother from another mother.
All these fools with caps on.
How about you, Ronnie?
I mean, I go out Friday and Saturdays are usually to yard sales and estate sales, and then usually Monday or Tuesday I'll hit up thrift stores, probably, you know, anywhere between. I'll take 2 different trips and hit as many stores as possible, usually between 8 and 10 stores, sometimes a little more. You know, the stores open at 9, they stay open to 9:30 right now. I mean, just hit as many stores as possible. And, you know, the more stores you hit, the better chances you have at finding something that's good. You know, I mean, people complain, and then when you talk to them, they go to the same 2 stores day in and day out, and it's like, if you don't
wonder why they can't find some.
You know, once you get to those more stores, you might have to travel a little far. You might have to do whatever you do, but it's all part of the game. It's, if you want to expand your business, you got to find other ways to source product.
And what about you, Justin?
What was the question?
The question is, how many times per week do you go out picking, and how many items you list per week?
That's a good question. I would say here lately, the last month or so, once or twice a week, and probably maybe I'm looking more now to find the 1 or 2 or 3 items that will bring me $50, you know, to $100. So I'll go out and I'll look, and I'm just trying to, because I don't have a whole lot of time. I mean, my time is very kind of scrunched up. So when I go out, I'm looking for 1 or 2 items that I can really make, you know, some money on.
Yeah, we're full-time, and Justin's got a full-time job, so he's not full-time. So that makes a big difference when you're asking that question.
I mean, that's a pretty good question. Out of all of us here, I know I'm full-time. Who else is full-time on here?
That should be.
Why not?
Full-time.
Okay, so Ronnie, Alex, and Goldenfingerpicker over there. I'll just say Chad. All right. And, for me, it's hard for me to go out during the week, but since my daughter's in summer school, not summer school, but she's out for the summer now, I may be able to go out a little more during the week. But usually I usually go out and maybe take a couple of my kids with me on the weekends. But lately, I've gotten my girlfriend over here in the background on the tablet, making fun of us. But we usually go out on the weekends. And lately, it's been her asking me if I've been wanting
Don't
to
make
go.
me start rapping, yo.
Alright, so I have to start kicking people off the show. Where's the eject button?
We're being pretty tame, you know, for the guys you have on here. We're being pretty tame.
No, that's good. You guys are doing great. I mean, after 8-hour show we did last night and took over Cooltoads' channel, I understand why.
You know what the best part of that whole thing is? I was on the air for like 2.5 of it.
Dude, you were there towards the end when me and Ronnie were on there.
Yeah.
It was fun. I had a good time.
Well, maybe 3 of it.
If you guys know what we're talking about, look up Cooltoads' YouTube channel. And his newest video from last night, he drops out like 50 minutes into the video because he loses connection or whatever happened to his computer. And then we took over for the rest of the night, and the video ended at like 8 hours long.
I want to know who watches that video all day. I'll give him. Give me a PayPal account. I'll give you something.
Give me $8. $1 an hour.
He says if you watch that whole video, he will give you something. Give him your PayPal account and everything.
Yeah, $8.
He'll wipe your money out if you give him.
You could find me on Facebook as Chad Pagel.
Dude, you did not just do that. God. There are some crazies out there, okay? I'm telling you.
All right. No, I don't think we got to Alex. Did we get to you yet?
No, not yet.
How many items do you list per week, and how often do you go out per week?
Well, since I've been here in Vegas for about 3 weeks now, I've been pretty much going out every day, posting pretty much like 20, 30 hours a day, pretty much. Every time I go in the morning, I get my stuff. I try to get home like 3 to 5, and then whatever it is.
All right. We also
just died.
No, he's
The microphone moved.
That's what I mean. He just
You don't hear him.
microphone went out.
Breaking has a question for Alex. He wants to know if you've been killing it in Vegas.
I've been going to the Goodwill outlets a lot over here. They're a lot different from Massachusetts, because Massachusetts, they had just opened the outlet before I left, and it was pretty bad. But over here, they got 2 different outlets, and I went to 2 days and filled my truck up. So that's what I've been doing over here, the outlets a lot.
Heck yeah.
All right. We got another question from.
I've been out like 2 minutes from me. There she go.
Why
I went
not?
Wednesday. I went
While you're
Wednesday.
looking, while you're
Started some
looking,
problems with the
I'm going to
resident.
put Steve Rakin on the hot seat. How come you don't respond to your private messages, man?
He's busy, man. He's in the green room. Join the green room. He'll get right to you. Bam!
I expect him to get right to me anyway.
Well, your
I don't want that
expectations
shit
aren't
to go-
as high as his.
I don't
priorities.
want that shit to go unclaimed. If I get one person that doesn't claim it, then I'm quitting the whole shebang. So he better claim it.
Claim what?
Oh.
Well, he answers his PM, and he'll know what.
You're a moron.
All right.
Oh, he did not. That's it.
All right. We got another one. We got who has a store and who doesn't, and which is better to get more views and sales from Vicky Saint. I hope I'm not like killing your last name. Saint Aubin, Aubin.
I still think it makes a difference. I honestly do.
I don't know if it makes a difference in views and sales, but because on my other account I don't have a store and I get pretty decent sales and views, so I don't know. I just have a store because of the you get 150 free listings, and then after that it was like 20 cents or 25 cents, something like that. So
Yeah, I have a second account, but yeah, I don't get much traffic on there. And again, I don't really list on that one, but sorry.
What about you, Ronnie? You got a store, right? Of course you do.
Yeah. I mean, it just basically depends on what you have. You know, if you run it at auction, if you run it at buy it now, you know, depends on what the product is too. I mean, some things just don't get views, and you just have to wait along for that right buyer.
Yeah.
You know, there's not any special thing you can do that someone's going to buy your clothing over somebody else's or your product over somebody else's. I mean, you just have to work on description, pictures. You know, you got to put out the best thing that's going to try to sell your product, and hopefully they'll sell your product, being a top-rated seller maybe, or being whatever the other one is. But, you know, just putting yourself in a good position, you know, to make that sale. Make sure you have positive feedback. You know, don't be these people with, you know, 100 feedback and they got like 5 negatives.
Treat your customers right, and you know that's your stuff might sell over everybody else's if you have return customers and they get a good quality product from you and they get it in a good timely manner. It might bring them back. So.
Or send them some glasses so they can see the big giant yellow letters saying calendar, not dartboard.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Crazy woman.
He sold a calendar, man, and
Yeah.
it was a dartboard calendar.
Like a dart game that you use with your calendar, like a magnetic game thing. And the lady sends a message, and she's like, I didn't know I was buying a calendar. Like, really?
In the title says calendar dartboard.
Everywhere it says calendar on the front of the thing. Oh.
Oh, I love it. My cricket sound.
Here we go. On the front of it is like right that whole diagonal part. It says like a full-size calendar, and it says 2014 dartboard calendar or calendar dartboard game or something like that. I was like, really? Yeah.
People don't read, you know, or just look.
Well, especially I think with the whole mobile, people buying on their mobile devices now, I think it's even worse. You know, pictures are so small on your phones and stuff like that, and with 20 to 30% of that now being how people buy stuff. You know, that's why the returns have went up and everything, I think.
Every month my sales on mobile is like 30% plus. So, and I don't sell a whole lot because I don't list a whole lot. But so I mean, you know, even for me being at 30%, imagine you guys with, you know, $6 grand being a slow month. Ronnie.
Ronnie.
I mean, you know.
It was slow.
That was totally a joke.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. Someone wrote, Infinity Profits wrote, how many of you guys do this full time? We already said that. Now my question is, I think a question for myself to you guys. When did you guys realize, for us as doing it full time, or actually, you know, making really good money off of it? When did you figure out, you know, that okay, I want to do this full time. I think this has gotten to the point where, you know, this is working out better for me than, you know, either if it was you leaving a regular job or whatever. I'll start with you, Goldenfinger.
I'm retired, so is that your girl laughing in the background?
Yeah.
No.
I'd be laughing too if I had a
We're
fucking cat on
retired.
my own.
We've been doing this. We've been doing this for so long, and
This is the bald man with the
it's
green
almost
shirt.
like it's been that point where we used to do it to have to make ends meet. I mean, just, you know, being young kids with young parents with young kids. We used to do it to make ends meet and everything else. Hold on. Okay. And we realized that it works when you get the bills paid, and then, you know, now it's so much better. And yeah, that cat is in everything, man. It doesn't matter what we do; it's right there.
Remind me of that damn stupid guy, the bad guy from Inspector Gadget.
Oh, the bad guy. Yeah.
All right, now what about you, Ronnie? What if you decide that, okay, it's time for me to do this full time? There's no point in doing this.
I mean, I was cooking, I was being a chef, and, you know, I worked a lot of hours on my feet and everything. I just got tired of it. Yeah, I was at the same job for a long freaking time, and I just said, fuck it. Time to move on. Do something else. Told Cooltoads, shut that cat up.
That's actually my dog.
Oh, God. What the hell goes on at your house? But anyway, you know...
Dude, he's like 14. Give him a...
Oh, God. Anyway, make a long story short, you know, when you start making good enough money, you'll know when you're at that point. I was doing 4,000 to 7,000 pretty regularly, and I figured that if I had more time, that was only putting like 15, 20 hours into it, that if I put more time into it, I was going to make, you know, more money, you know, and I've been lazy, you know, probably more than I should be. You know, I'm content because bills are getting paid and everything, but I think it's time that I need to, you know, kick it into gear and do even better than I'm doing now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, go.
No, last Tuesday we were talking, and just what he said, it's because Kim and I were sitting down, it's like, man, I mean, it's so easy to do $3,500 a month. That's with what we're putting in. We need to double it, you know. And we looked at all of our financials and our price per item and our sell-through rate and everything else. And it's like there is no reason why we cannot double this. If we double our listings, we can expect double the money. If we maintain that same quality price range, there's no reason why we can't do it, and that's what we've done. In a week, we want double our listings, and we might make it, we might not, but it's a goal that we set. We just got to step it up. I mean, it's
we got to
really
give it
easy.
time to, you know, everything
Yeah.
takes a little bit of time. You know, I think that's the biggest thing is everybody wants that now thing. I want what somebody else has now, and you know, they don't understand that you have to put the blocks in place. You have to put the foundation before you get to the framing, and before you get to the framing, you gotta put all these steps in place. You
And
know,
it's not as easy as just watching a video.
I mean, I'll tell you, listen, like I told you guys yesterday, for you guys that didn't watch this show yesterday, I have a friend, I'm not going to say his name this time on this show, but you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
I kind of started, I don't want to say mentor him, but helping him. But it's gotten to the point now where it's like, it's gotten way too much. Like, hey, you know, what should I list this for? Hey, what should I don't have the time for that.
Start drama on my show.
Well, that's how Chad is. I mean, that's what it is.
Well, no, anyways, and then he has this really nice jacket for like $300. And I'm like, so what other stuff have you listed? Because he has like 90 items. Nothing. And I go, what have you listed? Have you listed anything else? He's like, no, I think I'm just gonna wait for this jacket to sell. And I'm like, dude, you've got to be listing. You got to let this stuff just sit there and try to sell it by itself. But you're not gonna make any money if you're just gonna sit there and have one item up for sale. And
so why don't you try to buy his inventory that he hasn't put online?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, it's pretty nice, but he's really he really wants to make this work. I think maybe trying to make it work too much. I think to learn to sit down and do the stuff himself and figure out, you know, if he can handle the stuff. I mean, I've told him what you got to do, how many time you got to put in. It's not easy doing it. I mean, good for him. He doesn't have 3 kids like me. He has no kids, so it's like he has a lot of time on his hand. But what about you, Alex? When did you figure out you wanted to go full time?
About 2-3 weeks ago. I've been doing it for 3 years. Me and my girlfriend talked about it, and we I was in Massachusetts, so there's kind of slim pickings out there in the winter. You ain't got much. You only got a couple of things to throw around, and you have to drive probably 20, 30 miles to the next year's store. So we started everything. Time. So
Can you guys hear him good?
Nope.
Hey, Alex, try to get that mic next to your mouth good.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound good now, man.
But did you guys hear anything what I said?
Not really.
Oh.
No, I was doing it part time for like 3 years, and I was making good money part time working. But the job I had didn't really like it too much, so I decided, we decided, and I'm in Springfield, not too much. It's not too much.
We're losing you again.
What happens if you unplug your
Heard that
mic?
one a few times in Hangouts.
If he unplugs the mic, we'll get feedback.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Alright. You were saying I lived in Massachusetts before. You can't hear me, can you?
No.
I can hear you. You sound like you're a radio station 100 miles away.
Alright. What, Justin, you there? No, Justin's gone right now. He's got the American flag in the background.
Mike.
Alright, hold on a second.
Oh, little sweetie.
Yeah. Breaking Profit says, Cooltoads, what flavors are you smoking?
Turkish tobacco. It's light tobacco flavor, a little bit of, I don't know what else is in it.
You got the
Oh, I always knew you smoked marijuana in that thing.
I'm about to.
He does live in California.
Yeah, it's only medicinal right now. Probably
You could
next
find a
time.
reason, though.
Yeah, probably next time it might be though.
See
Aren't
how many
you
listens
blind?
you get done with that then.
I'll be like, yeah, cool.
Oh, I'll take that bus over for $5,
$100
man.
glass for 99 cents. Yes.
I need some Cheetos.
So, hey, dude, I just had Cheeto Puffs today. They're pretty good.
They're the same color as that hat.
A little bit. They were kind of lighter, a little lighter. See, this, I can have Cheetos with this. I just wipe my hands on it.
I hope you only have one of those things.
I do. Actually, this is one of my first pickups ever. I was happy. Pretty bad. That up. Yeah, look what I found. Paid a whole $2.99 for it though. That's pretty expensive, but.
Didn't you give away one or something in a contest?
Yeah, in my first, I think, 100 subscribers, I think. I gave away like 3 of them. They're like 99 cents from somewhere. I don't remember, but. Yeah.
All right. We got a question from Alicia. She wants to know if you're looking at something and it's priced at $5 and you know it will flip for $25 minus the fee, would you buy it?
I'd try to get it for $2.
Yeah. If it's a fast flip, hell yeah. But if it's slow, no, I don't think it's worth it then.
On eBay, man, I don't know if that's even worth my time. Although I have sold stuff less than that, but...
Yeah, $300 pieces of glass.
Civil War bullets.
Yo.
Navigation.
Yes.
Handheld navigation.
Yo.
Auctions don't like me. That's all I gotta say.
It's pretty obvious.
John Jolots.
Now
I give
that's
Guys,
actually
like, screw you guys, I'm going home.
that's actually a good question. Do you prefer auctions or buy it now?
buy it now.
Buy it now.
With free shipping.
Buy it now. Free shipping works for some things and not for everything.
Everything for Chad.
I don't free ship nothing.
I know.
I do have a couple listings with free shipping now, but I think it's just dumb. You're giving money away.
Not if you charge them for it.
Huh?
If I do free shipping, I usually, if it's like the clothing, it's like first class shipping, I'll add like a few dollars and then I'll add the free shipping for it, so I can kind of
So
make
instead
it.
of selling it for 20, yeah, you put it up for 25, so you cover
Yeah.
or 26. Put it up for the extra $5.95 or whatever.
It also helps the
65.
rankings too, like the eBay rankings. If you do that free shipping,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
Not with the Cooltoads.
hold on, no. It helps you
Not
in
with the
best match.
toads.
No, stop. It helps you in best
No.
match. Who's shocked
I don't want to.
for best match? Nobody. Nobody.
Probably everybody. Because they're too lazy to hit the freaking little arrow and drop it down.
Nobody shops best match.
Freaking buyers are lazy, man. They want it now.
I'm a buyer.
Everybody does.
I know how I
Everybody
buy.
does. I shop by that way.
Really? You shop by best match?
Yeah, hell yeah. No, of course not.
Oh.
But we're not just everybody. We're different. We're different.
Well, if people have the money and don't
We
care
don't pay
about the
retail.
prices they're paying on eBay, then they wouldn't be paying. They'd be going to, Walmart online or some shit.
Yeah. They are. It's called eBay now.
Well, I mean, that's what, if they don't care what they're paying, then why wouldn't they go to the stores instead of,
Because they're lazy. Lazy like me.
I mean, online stores. I go to eBay to get the best possible deals for the best possible quality, best possible price, and that's how I try to
People
list
like
myself.
me, Ronnie, but free shipping.
Yeah.
And then we bug you about it.
I don't put free shipping on everything.
I don't have a problem with people doing free shipping. I
Quiet
just
over
don't
there.
understand.
I know. I
What are
hear
you
you.
talking about, quiet boy?
Cricket.
Next. We typically, if you guys don't know, we typically have these discussions, and they're good discussions.
Yeah,
It brings out,
It's like a broken record.
if anybody
Yeah,
wants
pretty
to know
much.
why I feel the way I feel, ask me. Anybody wants to know why Sean gives away money, ask him.
Sorry, Chad. Next subject.
Give
Shut up, Chad.
$300 pieces of glass.
I know. I'm messing
$1,500
with you.
GPS systems.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, I usually do the free shipping on, like, if it's an item over $100 or at around $100, I get like a sport blade there, and I know I can shove it into like a regional, box A or something. And it's only going to cost me like $7. And I bought the thing for a few bucks. I'm making like almost $100 on it. I mean, I'll do that for free shipping, especially for a buyer. I mean, they'll see that and be like, free shipping over something that's maybe a little more without the free shipping. I've done that with a pair of Burberry shoes, and somebody else had theirs priced with not free shipping. It was like $14. They wanted just to ship a pair of shoes, small shoes, they were a woman's. And I did the free shipping, and I actually did it $18 more than what they wanted. So it came out to be like, I think like give or take $5 more than what they wanted. And I sold it like way before them too. So it was like, it worked out because of the free shipping that somebody obviously wanted it for the free shipping.
Sure, they probably filtered it to bring up the free shipping ones, and that is a plus for free shipping.
I've tried it even with a few heavy things too. Like I did free shipping with a what was it? A Puzz 3D of New York City, and it sold for I think $30 or $40 more at that time, more than anybody else, and I had free shipping. And I did it also with a Vitamixer that was missing a bunch of the components, and I sold it for probably $50 more than I would have got for it if without it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I got free shipping on a big.
You lose on returns, which is very, very true.
Yeah, I got free shipping on a trunk mount bicycle rack, and I screwed up and I just didn't change it and I left it. It's like I want to see if anybody catches I got free shipping on something.
Did you sell it?
A heavy item. I just put it on.
I seen it. Anybody want his eBay store? Let me know.
All right.
$5 PayPal.
All right, Scott Williams asked, do you continually relist an item until it sells, or do you think after a few listings it becomes a stale? For me, I usually just do good till canceled. I mean, it helps with fees and stuff like that, but I allow to just have it just sit there and wait for it to sell. I'm not in a rush.
I mean, even when you do...
Chad, he's chewing on your wires, man.
Even when you do
clip your wires,
click
Chad.
to cancel, doesn't it charge you when it goes back over the 30 days?
Yeah.
It charges you to relist, or it uses up one of your free ones. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought the way he was saying it that it sounded like...
I'm not ready to give in and take it as a loss, so I'll let it relist.
I don't take anything as a loss.
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
freaking put something in my store for a year. It sits
Yeah.
in the corner. That's it. It's selling. I'll
Yeah.
find that one seller, no matter what, that has to have that product. And guess what? It sells. Most of my stuff sells within 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, excuse me, 4 to 6 months. Don't get that weak shit. But
I'm more of the week type of guy. He's the month type of guy.
yeah, but it does come. It does sell.
Yeah, absolutely.
I find the things that I find that sell fast are things that are non-clothing. You know, clothing's saturated. There's a lot of it out there.
Right.
A lot of it. And, you know, I still make good money off of it, but I find out that the non-clothing things are what sell. You know? I mean, if the clothing market died tomorrow, I can still make a living off of this. I'd have to move out of Massachusetts to a place where I could garage sale 11, 12 months a year, but I could still do it.
Florida.
Everybody's in Florida.
San Diego, Palm Springs.
Everybody.
Love San Diego. I'd chill there.
Yeah, like 330 days a year or something with sun.
Hell yeah, I went there. I went to the zoo. That place is nice, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend going to Tijuana again, but, you know, it is what it is.
It's
Sitting on a
nice,
toilet for another day, you know? Didn't want to get a hotel.
Don't
Yeah.
drink the water or the ice.
I used to live in San Diego, but you have to worry about the wildfires.
That's true. Stay out of the canyons, but.
All right, we got a question from the Rake and Profit.
The
Who?
Ohio University.
Says, do any of you guys do retail arbitrage? And if so, do you have any plans for the fourth quarter rush?
Nope.
I hate stores, retail. I hate walking into Walmart or any place like that.
I do some clothing retail, but you have to hit it at the right times. And like I think, you know, somebody in the group hit on it the other day. There's certain times where buying clothing from like department stores or even like TJ Maxx or whatever it is, there's certain times where you can find stuff extremely cheap and, you know, where it makes very good profit to buy it. But it doesn't happen often enough. You know, you spend more time walking into those stores and the profit margins, it's like, are not the same. So you have to know when they run the getting out of the seasons and try to flip that stuff.
I found out these people doing this retail arbitrage, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not sure. I just see these people who do the couponing thing, and they get like 50 of one thing, pretty much for free, and they turn around and sell them, and they make some good money on that, like the Crest white strips and stuff like that. I mean,
Too much time. It's too much.
I bet you Leanne.
Yeah. Yeah, she probably could.
I've seen
Always
some.
seems like a. Man.
I mean, there's people that do it, and there's people that do it that make good money, but I can't do it. I can't go into a Walmart or 10 Walmarts on one day. I can't go to 10 Targets. I would freaking literally kill somebody.
Now,
Dude.
you know, Brianna in our group, she's actually another an admin in our group. That's what she does. I mean, she does yard sales, estate sales, thrift shops, all that stuff. But she does like 3 times a year. She says like TJ Maxx, Bell's Outlet. Those places, they have like a clearance rack, and then they'll like clearance the clearance down to like, I mean, she's gotten some real nice stuff for like 10, 15, 20 cents, and really high-end name brands. And she says she goes down there, she's got to the point where people call her up, and they'll tell them when they're having the clearances, and then they'll have her come down, and she'll just wipe out the whole store with the whole clearance racks. But that's what she does. If you guys want to get a hold of her, it's Brianna Moeller. She's on the Thrifting Lounge also, and that's the stuff she does. She's really good at it.
That's what I was talking about. Like twice a year, it's the times to go. It's usually like in late January. And like I was talking in the chat, I think it was yesterday, I picked up like 15 of these youth Larry Bird jerseys, and I got them for $1. They were brand new with tags, and I've been selling them left and right. I think I only got 2 left. I mean, they've been selling $35, $40, $50 up to $45 actually. You know, and I got a bunch of other things that, you know, some Nike like Manny Pacquiao Letterman jackets and stuff for a few dollars. I mean, some CC Filson clothing. I mean, stuff's out there. I mean, some of it sells fast, some of it sits for a little while. But when you're literally into something for 5% of what the retail value is,
Oh my God.
that cat, man.
She loves you, Ronnie.
Man.
Yep. I have 3 females, so they all spread out and they get into heat, and then finally it breaks, and then they're good for a couple months, and then.
You gotta do it good for a couple months. It's like a couple days, dude.
No,
I hope they don't spray on everything. That would drive me crazy.
Females don't spray.
What was it? Is that the males?
Yeah, male spray.
Males spray.
Oh man, I had a male cat one day and it sprayed on the clean clothes. Let me tell you.
It's like you can't get it out. You can't.
I wasn't feeling that cat.
No. But I want to have a question, you guys. I mean, what's the one thing that you guys passed over, knowing that you know now, that you wish you could go back and grab?
Oh. I got one.
I'll start.
Okay, go ahead.
A few weeks ago, well, this was maybe about a month ago, I passed on a leather jacket. My phone, battery was dead, and they wanted like $30. So there's really no way to really tell. And I should have just bought it because this store does have a return policy. You know, I just didn't know why. And it was like made in America. It was a leather jacket. I don't remember the name of the jacket per se. And when I went home, I looked up the complete, and they were selling between like $500 and $1,000.
Oh.
It's a vintage jacket, motorcycle jacket from like the 60s maybe. So I go back to the store, it's not there. A few weeks later, somebody that sells close to me had it, and they got like $350 for it or something like that. But I was like, man, I was kind of not. I was feeling a little sick to my stomach, you know. That's my car payment right there. Could have had a car payment.
Yeah, mine was the. Sorry, go ahead.
What about you?
Yeah, mine was the I think I talked about it last night, the Bioflex machine that I think they go for about $2,000 new, and you know it was the you know I was helping somebody move, and they were and they you know they weren't going to take it with them, and they were like, you know, you can have it, and I couldn't take it. But to make a long story short, the guy that was helping me move, he did actually grab it, and he did say that since I gave him a couple good options, that once he sold it, he was going to cut me, you know, a couple dollars.
Did he sell it?
No, he still got it in his basement, so we'll see what happens.
A lot of those expensive exercise equipment, they sell for a lot of money new, but they do not have any like secondary value. A lot of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they just become these big things, you know.
So should I go ahead and tell them happy sitting on it?
I don't know. See what happens. I could be wrong, you know, but I just see that with a lot of that stuff that you see.
No, he's never wrong.
Because he looked it up as soon as they said that they weren't going to use it, and you know he looked it up, you know, and knew they were going for, you know, about $2,000, and then he looked it up on eBay, and you know they were going for like $800-900, and he was like, man, that's money right there. So he was going to try to figure out a way to sell it locally between eBay, not eBay, but Craigslist or the local Facebook group.
Now, was it him just looking it up, not looking at completed or sold, or just him looking up at, you know, what our active listings are?
I have no idea.
What did you say it was? A Botex?
It was kind of like a Bowflex, but it wasn't the you know, the whole Chuck Norris machine, but it was you know, something kind of like that. It was like a Bowflex something, but it wasn't a Bowflex. It was like a Solar Flex or something like that.
Okay.
What about you?
There is something like that in gyms that they use a lot. And it is something like Soloflex or something.
Yeah, Soloflex, yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that.
What about you, Goldenfinger?
Actually, it happened today. Hold on a second. Honey? Honey, what was that stuff?
Shout out to Holland Hobbies.
Today, and you were grabbing big time.
Oh, it was the.
Reagan has a
Oh, yeah. No. We stopped that it was a go ahead.
It was at the same yard sale where I got the orange Ralph Lauren with the big pony, but it was terry cloth, Ralph Lauren, and it was a jacket, and I think it was the Ralph Lauren Golf. And it had the terry cloth jacket and then also the terry cloth shorts to match. But they were overpriced.
And a terry cloth, the sweats that like go over the shorts.
Yeah.
So 3 pieces.
Yeah, and they were all new with tags, but she was asking a fortune. Well, so it was like, well, to me, I mean, it was like $20 for the jacket, $15 for the short or pants, and then $10 for the shorts. So I went to the car and I told Chad I should have gone back to get it and just offered her less, but so I'm still kicking myself for that.
It's worth
It's
more than
worth
what she was
way.
asking.
I would go back and offer her, say, hey, listen, it's still here. I mean, what can we do to take
Yeah,
off?
we're gonna go knock on her door tomorrow, but it's just you just want to kick yourself because, I mean, it's not that you don't have the money. It's just like it's like, no, that's just too much. There's not enough profit, and then sometimes you just have to pull yourself back and think like, man, you don't have to make.
The thing is, I guarantee she didn't sell it, so if I knocked on her door tomorrow, she'd sell it.
Oh, I'm sure she would,
We're
yeah.
gonna go knock on her door, yeah.
Oh, I will.
She will too.
This is crazy lady.
My girlfriend loves your wife, man. She's a huge fan of your wife, man. I'm telling you.
I'll pass it on. You got
Girlfriend needs to
it.
get on the show. Need more women in the show. Get her on the show.
I'll tell you about mine. Mine was probably about 2 months ago. They opened up a new Goodwill outlet down here, and it's a huge one. And I went in there and I spent $300. I got a bunch of good stuff. And then when I left, come to find out that this person on another group, that I guess she said she went to the Goodwill. And normally I always go to the plush section, the plush, like teddy bear, stuff like that. And I look for these only for one thing. I look for the pre-Duffy. They're like they're made from Disney, but they're not advertised as Duffy bears. So they call them the pre-Duffies. They made a few different ones of them, and they're worth like $400 to over $1,000 a piece. And come to find out, I left, and I was just getting to that section until my kids started acting up. I'm like, okay, I think it's time to go. We've been here for like 2 hours. I got plenty of stuff. Come to find out, lady puts the stuff. I said, oh, where did you go to the new Goodwill? And she's like, oh, over here in Melbourne. I'm like, oh, great. I was like 5 minutes away from scoring those both, man. I was so upset at myself. It was an easy, like, $1,500 between both of them. I was so upset at myself. What about you, Alex?
Lesson learned.
Yeah, I'll learn my lesson that time. Yeah. Alex, what about you, man?
I don't know. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head right now. But looking at the Facebook page, someone put this post about this Malaysia that Laura, I don't know how to pronounce it, Pinana? I don't know.
Laura Piani.
During the Savers half off, I saw that tag before I just passed it by. I didn't know what the tag was. Looking at it.
Huge mistake.
I saw that tag a couple times during the Savers half off. I didn't grab them.
Yeah, man. They go for really good money. Ronnie can tell you that.
Si, senor. Sold one 100% cashmere for $500.
Alex is picking himself in the
It sold fairly quickly too.
Some of those cashmere.
Yeah, but I mean, even the other ones sell for a few $100s.
Like I got a pair of Zanelli Loro Piani slacks. I mean, I'm gonna sell them probably for about $100. But if they weren't Loro Piani, they'd probably go for like $50, $60. All right, we got a question from Holland Hobbies for Chad. was walking up to a garage sale today and saw 7 or so 8mm film cases lying on the ground. And immediately thought of what you were saying on the Toadcast last night and got super excited. Walked up to them and flipped them open, empty.
You still didn't buy them? The
Casey,
cans are worth money.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Now, how much money are they worth a piece?
It depends. You've got your different brands and stuff, but I've run low on cans before. I mean, I just sold a 16mm can not too awful long ago, I think, for $15, and that's just a can. People are wanting cans for their movies, and cans and reels sell really well. I just sold like 5 or 6 cheap reels, and I mean, man, they're. Did he buy them?
I don't think so. I think he passed on him, he said.
Mm.
Yeah, he walked
Oh!
empty. He walked away.
Go back if they're on there tomorrow.
Can. If anything, man, anybody finds that stuff, I mean, they get it. I'm not going to give you retail for them, but, you know, I'm always looking to buy, so.
Yeah, let them know that you're really good at the whole 8mm stuff, the video, whatever they are, and the cassettes and whatever.
Or we could tell them to go watch the Toadcast.
Yeah.
all 8 hours.
Yeah, all 8 hours.
Yeah. I
I
really
keep joking. I'm
love.
gonna split it up into 8 shows.
Yeah, I'm a big collector of the old 8mm, 16mm movies, projectors, editors, anything like that. There can be some really good money in it, but there's a lot of things you need to know before you get into selling them. It's a real critic like records. The collectors and the buyers, we can be some real assholes when it comes to buying this stuff. So
I love that.
Well, I'm a collector, so
What?
I expect. Yeah. Anybody has any questions about it? There is some good money to be made in it, and there's different categories, just like clothing. I'm going to be making a video soon, giving some good descriptions about it, and records. I love records. I'm not going to get into records, so I won't do it to you.
All right.
You know, I have an idea. I'm gonna give me a line of shirts, like good shirts, like the Ralph Lauren, the polos, the big horse. But for my shirt, I'm gonna put a big giant rooster on it, so they can have a. Let's chew on that one for a while.
A cock on it.
You got a big one.
I just
Yeah, baby. And a bunch of
They
shirts.
just walk in, so.
Colin Hobbies also said, Chad, he wrote, well, crap, one was new in the box.
I missed that, bud.
Colin Hobby said one was new in vintage box.
What was?
The 8mm case. That's what Holland wrote back.
One was new in a vintage box.
Yeah.
Oh, new old stock.
Yeah.
Was it a Goldberg? I bet that's what it was. Those came in boxes, and I bet it was probably a 16mm if it was in a box like that. But it was just the can.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If he can go back tomorrow, I mean, if they were like under $1 or something, I'd go.
They were dirt cheap. They were selling it for.
Yeah.
Go back and get it.
Hey, Chad.
Yes, sir.
Real quick with the records, I go to like a ton of places and they got records like everywhere. Is there a quick way besides going through like every single one and and looking at every single title? Is there something that you can, is there a quick tale that if you see something you're like, oh, maybe you need to look up this one, but not look up the something else?
If you're not really educated in records, but you want to make some money on them, a really good thing is there are a lot of collectors that could give a crap about the record. They love the art. So if you can just flip through, if you see something that just looks really neat or weird or anything like that, they love the graphics. I mean, there's a lot of famous artists that actually do designs for these record covers and stuff like that. And it was a record cover that made me my big ticket. So it's that record art that can really sell something. So you see something crazy stupid, it don't matter who it is.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, people love like if it's like a poster, the old posters. You know, that's you can get stuff like that for a fortune. You can find this stuff at garage sales. You just gotta dig through the stuff. I mean, you know a lot about records now. I mean, how do you ship them? How would you ship a record?
I would tell you if you want to know how to ship a record. I need to make a video on it. There are several awesome videos on YouTube of how to ship a record. It's kind of hard to explain with the way you do it. It depends on what kind of record you're shipping. I mean, if you're shipping a 78, you better triple box. I mean, it's just a really technical way of shipping a 78 because those things will shatter if you breathe on them too hard. So it's been crazy. But there's a lot of good ways to ship records. It's just, it's all in the way you box it.
Yeah. Now, I had a question. Really? My girlfriend's over here giving me crap. Now she's making me forget it. Oh, is your wife still up? Because I have a tumbler, a nice Starbucks tumbler. It's all weird designs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it to see if she can look at it and see what she thinks.
Sure. Hey, honey. I don't think she's out there anymore. I gotta go check her. You guys keep talking. I'll go find her.
Kick him off the show.
Hold on. Where'd he go?
He's gotta go find his wife. I gotta.
Even your wife knows, girlfriend.
Oh, it's his girlfriend?
No.
No, yours. Even.
Hey, Ronnie.
You know.
Hey, on a professional note, how much do you want for that reel?
Hit me up later.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah, he's not feeling too well.
Oh.
All those people?
That was me when I tried to get up this morning.
That was crazy. I got back from my sister's house and I usually never fall asleep during the day and I passed out for like 2 hours. I was so exhausted. I didn't go to bed till 3 o'clock.
I don't know what time I conked out.
Are you gonna bring her in and put her in, right?
Yeah, in a minute.
No, like
I know I got up at 7:30. I was not happy.
I'll do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at hour 2. Even though I was there for 4 hours, I'm rewatching it. I'm there. I'm at hour 2. I got 6 more to go, so we'll see what happens.
This would be a good question for Chad, wherever the hell he went. Scott Williams has a pretty good comment. I'll wait till he gets back to that too. Oh, there she is.
Hello?
Hey, how are ya?
Good. Who asked for Tumblr?
This weird-looking tumbler.
Oh, hold on one sec. Yeah.
You see how it's like weird angled and stuff like that? And it's actually, if you look, still got this little package on it. It's brand new. Even has a sticker on it.
Is it stainless?
Yeah, it's
Is it metal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I was thinking like 30. What do you think?
What I would do is type in the year. I would type in Starbucks and then what year it is, and then put stainless, travel, like travel mug or travel cup,
Yeah.
and then you'll be able to see like exactly which one it is. So yeah, but it's important just to put the year it was made in there, and it'll come up, and then you can see.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, you know, it looks really cool. There was 4 of them there, but they want
Wow.
they want $6 a piece.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just was like, oh, let me get one of them, and I'll see what it's worth later, you know.
Right. Yeah, that should do it. Just type in the year, and it should bring it up.
Before you look it up. Before you look it up, you want to sell it?
What do you want?
Look it up.
What do you want to give it for me for?
$7 and a turbo roaster.
For $6. I'm in it for I don't know, a little bit of money.
It's not a good one. You don't want it.
$7 shipped.
Why? Is it good? Sounds like you're folding out back there.
I don't know. I honestly don't
Kim
know.
collects them.
Yeah,
The mugs
he
are
has no
not the
clue.
colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do collect the travel mugs, but no, I have no idea which one that is. So.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think my girlfriend said like 2009 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool, and I love the stainless ones too. They're usually worth some money. So yeah, just look it up.
Yeah. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Let's see if we have any more. Hey, Cooltoads.
Yeah.
Trinket Goblin asked you for $5 for the cat shipped.
Yeah, I told them no. Nope.
Oh my god. Did we already discuss the smallest profit margins? No, we haven't done that. Alicia asked, what's the smallest profit margins that's worth our time? Like, I would do like maybe, I've gotten to the point where like maybe 25 and over. And find out I can make at least $25. You know? If it's like, if I'm picking up for like $1 or $2 or $3 or $4 or $5, I'm able to make 20, 25 bucks off it.
Yeah, profit or that?
Profit. Like I'm talking about like a low profit. Like if I'm buying something for $1 or $2, and you know where I want to be at, like the 20, 30, 40 range. I mean, I'll begin at 25. I don't want to sell anything less than $25. You know, like if you go through my listings, most everything's $25 and up. You know what I mean?
That's what I try to say.
Yeah, dude, your mic's messed up again. Now we discussed this yesterday, Ronnie, didn't we, or something like that?
What was that?
The our profit margins.
Yeah, I mean, I try to. I mean, my average sale is probably around $50, $55. Or high 40s. It depends on the month. I mean, you know, I try not to sell anything. I've moved on to that point now, to where it has to sell for like $35, $40, and not have much into it. You know, or it's something that sells fast. I mean, you have to make your time worth, I think, something. You know, and when you start to sell these lower end things, you got to think of the time it costs you to ship, list, pictures, and stuff like that. You know, I mean, it depends on what you're getting something for too. Like, you know, if you're getting clothes for $1 or $2 and you can turn it into $20, I mean, that's not really that bad if you think about it. You know, but it all depends on what you're getting things at too.
And you'll see a typical, like a picker is right around that. You know, a picker that's been doing it for a while and has moved up, like Ronnie said, getting that, bringing your price per item up. What was I, Ronnie, like 33 or something like that?
Yeah, in that neighborhood.
Yeah, something like that. So we're all pretty close as far as of what we're doing, and that's what we can base a lot of stuff on. That you can tell you have the eye. You know, when you hear people talk about you've got the eye, or there's no way they have the eye. But if you look at everybody's stuff that isn't like niched into something, because if you're niched into only high-end clothes, yeah, your price per item is going to be way up there. But if you buy everything that'll make you a profit, you try to stick within that level. And most people that are at like our level are within that range right there, and you can base how you're doing on your fellow pickers. And Kim wants to know how many of those tumblers that lady had.
It wasn't a lady. It was at the Goodwill in Rockledge. There was, I believe, 4 of them, and they were like $6 a piece. And I'm like, you know,
Holy cow!
How many?
yeah.
$6 a
I
piece.
said I'll throw one down. I'll throw it in for myself, and I grabbed it.
Go back and offer her 3 apiece for all of them.
Go back and offer 3 apiece for all
No,
of
no,
them.
it was at Goodwill though. And the Goodwill I have next to where I live, you can't offer them anything. They'll turn you down.
Do you talk to the manager?
Yeah, I've done it a few times, and they just don't because they get so many traffic that comes through there. And it's kind of like a newer one. It's not the new one that went to Melbourne. It's a newer one with the pay per pound store next to it. So they're just very like they don't care.
Yeah, we've got a video out on negotiating with Goodwill. Always try. Always try.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fighting one down here. It's got a new manager, and she's a bitch.
Yeah. They don't even want to hear it. It's like they didn't even care. They're just like, no, no. It'll sell by itself. So I mean, they do. I'm sure they sell them, but.
Well, I mean, even us, even for a $30 travel mug, man, I won't pay $6.
Yeah.
She won't pay $6.
Nope.
But
Shouldn't pay $6 for any mug.
no, we typically get our stuff for 49 cents. I think the one she got today was $1.99 or $2.99.
Well, one was $1.99. One
Yeah.
was $2.99.
I mean, she gets Starbucks
And
mugs for 49 cents.
is the most I'll pay.
Yeah.
Don't get me going on mugs. I hate mugs.
Hey, she buys Starbucks mugs. Starbucks
I
mugs.
bought 2 mugs the other day.
Makes
Not even gonna
money.
really get
Yeah, when I go look for mugs, the only things I look for is the Big Hug mugs and the Starbucks mugs and the Yesteryear from Westwood mugs. That's it. And the Yesteryear Westwood mugs, I look for the 92 versions. Yeah, I got one up there I haven't listed yet. Nice. Those are quick, easy $40, $50 sales right there.
Just sold it. The handle's a little bit cracked, but I sold it for 35.
Be careful because I sent my Starbucks North Carolina one I sold for 50, and it got to the lady, and she said it was packed real tight and nice, but the handle was broke on it. The handle broke right off. And she was real nice about it, and actually the insurance covered it for me, so I got my money back, and the lady got her money back too. So it's kind of like a win-win situation.
I've never had a mug get broke.
That was my first time. I mean, she was great about it. I said, hey, by the way, can you take a picture for me of the broken part so I can give it into the insurance claim? She's like, no problem. She sent it to me. And 2 weeks later, I got a check from Postal Service for $45.
Wow. 2 weeks.
Minus,
Nice.
yeah, so it was really nice about it. I was surprised. Like, I don't know if I'm going to win this, but I'll try. I'll see what I can do. But, look, someone's phone's dying. That's mine. Right. I think I'm gonna do. I think we have a couple more questions here. Christy asked, when you guys pick up Guitar Hero stuff, do you pick up one system kind over another, like PS2 or Xbox 360? Me, I only have the Xbox 360 console, so I'm only able to test in the 360 to make sure everything works, because you don't want to sell a product that doesn't work. So I'll test all the stuff out on that. Unless it's new in box and I know it's new, I'll sell it. But I only mess with the Xbox 360.
Yeah, that thing's laden with problems. Jesus.
Huh?
The
What?
Xbox 360, man. 3 rings of death. I mean, typically.
Yeah, but they fixed that a while back, and I went through 4 of those consoles because of that. But every time at no person asked, they gave me a new one.
Yeah, and then what happened to the old one? It got in the garage sale. Yeah.
But what about you, Alex? I know you were saying earlier you just deal with Xbox.
I buy Xbox 360 and PS3. That's pretty much it. I buy the Wii once in a while.
Yeah. Now, do you test them all out if they're not new?
I test the Xbox ones. The PS3, I've only had one return on me, and I've sold over 50 or 60. Only had one return, so they're not working.
Yeah, I hate having to do the custom boxes for the Guitar Heroes, the guitars. I have to you have to join like 2 different boxes, and it's like because it's so long and such a pain. but it's really good profit.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys all the ones I have right now. All Xbox ones I got there.
Man, you're stepping on college pickers ground there, buddy.
That's a lot.
I've been selling these before College Picker even started talking about them.
Yeah, but did you write
videos? They can vouch for
a
that.
book about it? Huh?
You have to read a book. It's not that hard.
I passed on a bunch of those today.
I think for anybody that's a gamer, like I grew up doing a lot of that, the whole rock band, Guitar Hero. I mean, it's common sense to know that they don't make that stuff anymore. So the older that stuff gets, the more valuable it gets, and especially around Christmas time, you can flip that stuff and make ridiculous profits. You know, right up before Christmas and a little after Christmas. I've done it, especially the wireless stuff.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a GameCube system. How much are they going for these days?
GameCubes don't really go for that much. I don't really pick them up unless they're like super cheap.
Okay.
But you do an eBay shit. I haven't sold those in a long time. But I usually
Some of the games though, like the Mario games and stuff like that.
All the games, Mega Man, some of those games can get you some good money.
Right on. Hey, Alex, can I get you to? I'd like to get with you some other time on a personal note. You live in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I live in Las Vegas now. Yeah.
Okay, my oldest son's a professional wrestler, and he's televised now, and it's showing in Vegas, and I'm trying to find people in the areas that they're at so they can check it out for me, because we can't pick it up here. It's on a Fox station on Friday nights. So get with me if you can, and maybe we can get something worked out to where you can somehow TiVo it and record it or something for us.
Yeah, right now I don't have cable, but I might be able to stream it online somehow.
We've been trying to figure out how to stream it online. I mean, it's on Fox stations in Texas. I tried to get a hold of the Bonafide Hustler, because he's down in Austin, Texas, and I know it airs there, and you're in Vegas. I know it airs there, and I know it airs in Mississippi, Tennessee.
What's the name of the wrestling?
It's New Heights. I think it's New Heights, but it's called like Aces, because it's the one in Vegas. It's like Aces something. I can't. It's like Friday night at 2 a.m. or 1.
You're doing a great freaking job.
Well, it's hard to deal with the promoters and everything else. You can't get straight answers, man.
It's time to start slapping some people around.
I know.
Well, they're in wrestling. Vegas too.
I think we have probably maybe 2 more questions. I want to ask one. Holland Hobbies again asked, what are the three most profitable PS2 games to watch for?
PS2?
Yeah.
It used to be Final Fantasy, man.
Yeah.
Not anymore, though. It sucks. Final Fantasy 7. But
I don't know a lot of PS2 games off the top of my head, but...
Hey.
We'll get back with you on that one, Holland.
I don't think any of us are big on.
Well, typically, if you don't know the answer, we can find out.
Yeah.
RPGs usually do well.
I want to ask you guys.
That's true.
What is one thing you guys are really striving to work hard for? You know, within this next year, like your ultimate goal to get out of this, like by the end of the year.
Sell more than one item a day.
Step it up and double what we're doing now.
I want to hit 6 figures.
Where are you at right now?
Well, I got part-time back in Massachusetts. And I don't really have nothing right now, because when I was doing it, I was doing it real part-time. With the in-laws, So before I moved out here. So right now I'm just pretty much starting up again here in Vegas. I probably won't hit it this year, but I'm next year.
What about you, Justin?
My goal for this year is pretty much to double what I did last year, kind of like what Chad said. But last year I was into like Craigslist big, and I was well, my standards big, and eBay and Amazon just a little bit. But I'm coming to find out that if I focus on one thing, then I can probably double what I did last year. Just, you know, I kind of want to just focus on one thing and just kind of double, you know, what I did in all three things last year in one thing. So I'm almost already there. So I guess I might have to set another goal.
There you go, boy.
What about you, Ronnie? I know you have big goals.
I mean, I'm all about doubling what I did when I first did my first year doing it was 2012, and I only really did it from May to the end of the year, and I did 19,000 in sales. I did Amazon a lot too back then though. In 2013, I did last year. That was last year, right? Yeah, last year. I did 52,000, but I took like 4 or 5 weeks off for vacation. I wasn't around. You know, I was in the Dominican Republic and stuff like that, to where I had the store just closed, period. So, you know, my thing is just doubling. It's just growing the business, getting it to a point where, you know, and I'm already over 40,000 for this year. I'm probably, you know, I'm going to go over 100, which is the goal, right, you know, in sales. And then come to 2015, I want to go for 2. I mean, it's just building the business. Go as far as I can on my own with my wife. You know, she does this full time with me. You know, we both not throw away, but we both left like I would say $75,000 on the table, real jobs, and just say, you know what, we're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do.
You gotta admit you love doing what you're doing now a lot better than you were doing before, right?
Hell yeah. I mean, you know, I enjoy cooking, but when you're doing the same thing day in and day out, it's not. You want something to change. I mean, I had the same job for over 16 years. You know, I left a few different times. I moved to the Dominican Republic and everything. I came back. I mean, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, I mean, I might not sell clothes forever. You know, but for right now, I'm making money off of selling clothes. But you know, I might move somewhere and clothing might not be easy to come by, and I'm gonna have to go find a different avenue to way to resell and make money. You know, you have to do what's around you, what resources are available. You know, but anybody shows we can do this in any part of the country because we're all in different places. And we all get this done.
And Ronnie, real quick, just to kind of elaborate on what you just said. You know, 7 days a week. I mean, exactly how much time do you put into this? Just so you know, people don't think that it just kind of falls from the skies. That you know, you're not, you know, sleeping and you know this stuff's just not happening. That you're out there grinding every day.
I mean, like I said, I've been lazy, especially this month because I have my mother-in-law here, and I did take off. I was, you know, all over the place in New England. I even went up to like Buffalo and Niagara Falls. So I was all over the place this month. I was kind of lazy this month. But most of the time unfortunately I only put maybe 30, 35 hours in. Like, I'm used to working 60 hours. For some reason, I think I'm like in relaxed mode where I need to really kick myself into gear and really start thinking about moving, you know, sourcing more, you know. Just need to stop messing around and kicking into gear. Like, you know, I'm on cruise control right now. I need to put the foot down and step on it.
And we all try to hold each other accountable too. I mean, in the mornings, what I do, I'll get up in the morning, man, and I'm throwing messages out to everybody. Wake up. Yeah, always just screaming and yelling.
Unfortunately, I think I would get a lot more done.
A big old message.
I wasn't messing around with Facebook.
I think that's
unfortunately, we're all here. So.
He sounds like he's straight out of like the mafia and stuff.
Huh?
What you doing, man? Whoa, what was that? Sorry. That was not even...
Yeah,
like we're from Italian to Jamaican.
Yeah, man. What
I
the
like-
fuck? I hear gunshot.
I like to reiterate what Chad says. I think it's awesome because I think if you surround yourself with a group of people that understand what you're doing and actually enjoy what you're doing, because I mean, I have friends that are like, you know, I'll talk to them like, oh, you know what I do, this and that. They're like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever, yeah. I mean, they're doing their job. They hate their job, but I'm doing stuff I like. I mean, I think it's fun trying to go out and pick and find stuff. And I mean, it's for me, it's an adrenaline rush. You know, it's kind of like fishing. When you have a fish on, it's like a huge. It's hard to say. There's nothing next to that. You know, the closest thing for me is finding a nice find at a garage sale or a thrift shop. But it's good to have a lot of friends in here that know what they're doing and surround yourself with a good group of people that aren't negative and that have like absolute positive, good goals and stuff like that to look out. But, yeah, you too, man. But I think my goal for this year is, you know, again, I didn't start till August, and I still made like $8 grand, and I only had like consistently 50 to 75 items out from that point of last year. But I'm definitely want to try to at least hit 40 this year. I've slacked off, you know, probably a few months so far, but I'm hoping for 40. I know I'll probably fall short, but I think if you set yourself goals that are a little over to do, you're going to try to accomplish them a lot quicker than if you said, oh, well, I want to do 30, and you know you'll have nothing to gain from that after you hit 30.
I don't know. I'm somebody that you have to set, I think, reasonable goals, because when you get to it, you actually feel that accomplishment. You know, if you're constantly setting the bar too high, you're always going to be chasing it, and you might get discouraged. You might, you know, I'm not saying, you know, but you always set yourself up for failure in a way, I think, like that.
If you have the mindset of success, you always let yourself down for some reason. There's always some reason why it's not good enough within yourself, and it's just that kind of mindset that most people like us have.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm leaving stuff on the table, whether I'm in a garage sale or a thrift shop. I always feel like I'm leaving something else on the table, you know?
I usually leave dollar bills on the table.
Can always do better. Can always do better.
At the strip
Being
club,
lazy.
baby.
Oh, we're not talking about those tables. Sorry.
All right, but I want to thank all you guys, Alex, Chad, Justin, Cooltoads, and Ronnie for coming on. I mean, I'm in the middle of trying to figure out weekly, if I'm going to figure out how to do weekly, or whenever I have time, because I mean, like I said, I have 3 kids, so during the day it's rough for me. That's when I try to do my work. But I definitely want to have you guys on again if you guys are up for it. I mean, because I had fun. You know, I've only done this for a few times, so I mean, I'm still getting used to and getting new to this whole, you know, Google Hangout or whatever it is. So, I mean,
You never get used to it, but there's always a problem. Every
I
time you
can't-
get on,
I can't-
something comes up.
I can't guarantee in the future we won't be as tame as what we were tonight.
dude, that's no problem. I'm not saying you have to. That's why I have the group Thrifting Lounge, just to sit back, relax, and just, you know, talk about it and have a good time, you know?
This group has a reputation.
Yeah, and while nobody's talking right now, and thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah, thank you,
nobody,
man.
nobody watches podcasts, you know, or anything like that. Don't watch hours 4 to 6.
Yeah.
You guys still there?
I'm going to make 8 videos out of it, man.